guys, it's your girl, Miss Nirongo, the host of the Contrarian Diaries podcast, and I am at the Creators Connect, a networking platform for all content creators in Zambia. And we are not going to be calling this an episode, but we will be calling it the Creators segment. So today you are going to be hearing a lot about content creations from the panelists at the event. As you can see, I am at the Quorum Hotel in Kablonga, and we are going to be discussing content creation in Zambia. So do join me as we get into it and learn about content creation.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. I'm so excited. I think I told you before we started filming that
Yeah.
you look so tall in person.
Yeah, apparently. So they made me sit down.
And that side note, you're making me feel nervous.
What making you feel nervous?
I don't.
You're making me feel nervous.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shy right now.
You're right. So we're here at the Creators Connect.
Yeah.
You're a content creator.
Mhm.
One of the most known names, I would say.
People keep on telling me that, but guys, my numbers are not numbering. Why aren't you people following me?
I follow you.
Oh, you do?
I
Does she follow me?
think she does.
You have to follow me. Everyone else watching this, you have to follow me after this.
So I wanted to find out
Mhm.
from you, what does this event mean to you?
I think this event for me is a symbolization of like the unity that's starting to grow in this like content creator space. Because I feel like a lot of industries in Zambia are like so divided. Whether it's just the music thing, you've seen what's happened over the last 2 days. Oh, your maps, Chile one, blah blah blah. But it's like so many people kind of like against each other and whatnot. But one thing I like about the content creator space is we're reaching a point where we're starting to realize that we're better off united than apart, because it's not like us versus each other, it's us together trying to make an impact on like this industry and this space. And I think that's what this event symbolizes, and I love everything about it.
So when it comes to having a competitive strategy as a content creator, how do you expect a content creator to now, obviously it's not something that you just wake up and do. There's a whole bunch of different creators making different kinds of content. So how do you have a competitive strategy?
I think the number one thing you need to realize is that this space is getting saturated, and it is saturated. But a lot of people are not realizing that if you do not have a game plan as to what it is that you're doing and where it is that you're going, you can easily get lost in the crowd and lost in the noise. So when it comes to a competitive strategy, you need to first of all figure out what your niche is, which is I think what the previous panel spoke about a little bit, but also what is your authenticity? Where do you stand in your authenticity? What is it that you do naturally that you can create that people will find believable, right? That is the top of your strategy. Then after that, you can now look at things like trends and how best to position yourself and things like that. But people usually just want to get lost in the source. This is trending, so then I'll do this, and then it just becomes like a dumbed down message.
What would you say have been the challenges that you've been experiencing as a content creator, What is it that has been hindering our growth?
I think one of the things for me that I've realized is, okay guys, let's be honest, times are hard. Stuff's not easy. Have you seen the price of conflicts in ShopRite? It's not. I almost fainted the other day when I went. I'm like, no, and also like I doubt it. When was the last time you saw the price of curtains?
Well, I have not even moved out of my price. I do not want to.
I was moving now when I saw the price of curtain. My heart, and it's like stuff's become hard for like everyone. So it's like as much as we do content for the love of it, I think we're all getting to a point where, okay guys, we want to make something off of this, because now we've all seen that it's like, my lips dry. Eh. You'd have told me, I trust you. We can trust each other, right? Like I don't want to watch this like tomorrow. I just be like, okay, cool. So Yeah, so I think one of the challenges is like how to monetize, and not only how to monetize, but how to monetize well. We all want to start making money off of this, and we've seen that there's potential to make money, but there's been such a disconnect in like how we price, people not knowing, how much they're actually worth, people that don't realize that, look, all that blood sweat that you're putting into creating content can get you paid, it can get you money, it can earn you a living. But then it's like, how do we do that? And I think that information hasn't been put out there enough. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges. Because how many times have you started like content creating and you have to stop because of either a job, you have to focus on real life things
Yeah, true.
and whatnot. And I think that hinders a lot of content creators, and like me as well. Because everyone just asks, oh, you disappeared from the internet, you stopped creating. But like, yeah, guys, I'm like an adult now. I'm no longer the same age I was when I started. I have to pay bills, so like I have to work and whatever. But now I think like our industry is getting to a space where we can monetize, we can make money, we can make a living off of this. But yeah, that's one of the biggest problems, and it's one of the biggest things that I really want to see addressed.
What she's looking to achieve. If you're going to her and saying, oh, I'm going to give you 1,000,000 sales, they can push 1,000,000 sales on their own without you. They're not looking at that. So your conversation with Mila is completely different. But if you're going to combine, you're saying, I'm going to give you 1,000,000 conversions in your service, combine now is interesting. So you can then now look at that discussion and say, my value is beyond the agency.
I think we highlighted that this is an important piece, especially as regards people not knowing what exactly content creation means. Like,
Yeah.
you're doing content creation, but you just don't know how to make the money. So,
Yeah.
how would you suggest that we learn? In like, I don't know, how can we learn?
Yeah. I should have been on the panel. Why? Just the way I'm talking, like it's just sounding. My guys, I speak English. Nah, I should have been on the panel, but yeah, I've lost the question. Huh? Okay, let's go again. So, what's one of the things I think we can do to like improve, like practical steps? Okay, so I think practical steps are, apart from these talks that we have and whatnot. First of all, stuff like this is really one way for us to start like making progress. But second of all, I don't think it's only about watching people on a panel speak, because there's only so much information you can get, and you kind of know what you're going to hear like on the panel. Put structure into what you're doing, work hard, the sky's the limit. Okay, the sky's the limit, but how am I going to buy the conflicts? You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to make my content better? And I think like as content creators, if we start coming together and like interacting like amongst ourselves, and for me the biggest thing about these events is, yeah, come here to listen to the panel, but I feel like the networking is more important. Because like, look, I was just asking you about something. This might not be like content per se, but I was asking you about like your camera and your lens and whatever. You might know something about shooting that's going to make my content better. I might know something about writing scripts and structure that's going to make your content better. So it's like the more we like interact amongst ourselves, the more we get better, because we're picking up tips from like different people, and we're all like really skilled in like different things. I can stand in front of the camera, I can speak, and I can make people laugh. But I'm not so good with lifestyle. My dressing is not like, what I mean, like high fashion. Like, oh my God, Joey's outfit was just so inspirational. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been one of those people. But like, if I'm interacting with someone like, first let me pick someone nicely. Who has, like Mayava, for example. You know Mayava, right? So like Mayava, I could be like, okay, how do I like dress better? And I know that sounds like a generic example, but stuff like that is how we start to make progress. I'm talking to Mix. I'm asking him, okay, how do you produce episodes? How do you edit? How do you master your footage? And that way, when we're exchanging information, we're all like building each other up and becoming better. So I think interaction is the number one thing, but also just like investing in your craft and really learning it, because there's something about like either your first like 1,000 likes or your first 1,000 followers that just makes you feel I'm a superstar. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I've made it. I don't need to switch up my formula. And I feel like at some point we stop growing. So it's like if I started by doing one thing, I'm just going to stick to it because that's the winning formula. But I think like getting into like actually learning, like, okay, how do I improve the craft? Spending time, like YouTube is a university at this point. Watching more YouTube videos on how to improve, talking to people that are in the same space as you, learning how to improve, Also, people write books on like things like this, like social media, how to grow your numbers, how to use hashtags, how to use Instagram, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. And I feel like if we really invest in like learning and like growing, it's going to like do a whole lot for us.
How you managed to enter the podcasting world and remain professional at the same time?
Very good question. It's difficult to remain professional in podcasting because it's unfiltered space, it's uncensored space, it's raw space. But I think what keeps me grounded and professional is my history in the media space. I've been in radio for like what, 14, 15 years? First as an employee in radio, now as a radio station owner. So that keeps me professional and grounded. And it really helps me to keep Elson, or try to keep my co-host grounded as well, though that's a bit of a mission impossible. But I do try. So to answer your question, I think my history and my experience in media helps me stay professional and grounded.
Okay, that's a very interesting way to look at it. I think the experience you had before helped you now, and you probably didn't think.
Okay, so what about you? What does this event mean to you?
For me, as an upcoming content creator, it means it's a platform for me to learn a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things. I came here with a 5D camera, bad lighting. Everybody had like huge lenses. It was so intimidating. You know what I mean? But
I told you 5D. I don't even have a 5D.
what do you use?
I have like I can't even say because it's embarrassing. Just as long as I'm funny, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I also learned the importance of having an iPhone. I really need a good phone.
My phone is like my my greatest joy at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so eager to hear about how content creators make money.
Yeah.
Because learning about monetization in the content creation industry is like hard
Yeah.
to actually catch that speck of what is it? Because there are people that are so passionate about content creation, but then it's like, I need to get a degree. Does it bring me money?
Exactly.
How do I tell my Zambian parents like I'm a content creator?
Yeah.
What they think is, oh, you're just on TikTok.
You're just busy playing, you're just busy dancing, you're just busy doing up here on TikTok, yeah.
This platform really means a lot to me. I've really learned a lot with regards to how like I can grow new stuff, what I'm investing in, how I'm making money.
Yeah.
Even though it was like a little intimidating, but I think I've really, it's been a confidence booster. Even with me right now.
Yeah. No, that's great. It's been great interacting with you. You're so fun. Do I follow you? Do I? No, I need to follow you now. I'm your biggest fan officially.
Oh my goodness, is this me getting my first follow from like a serious person on camera? I'm blushing.
And just so you know, I'm going to claim you. You just need to know that. If anyone asks me, I'm like, yeah, I knew her since childhood, man. Childhood friends, homies.
This is me.
Okay, cool. Followed.